Yo, y'all already know what it is, man. Welcome back. I got a dope ass hip hop beat for you guys, boom bap style. I'm gonna show you guys how I make it and break down everything on what I did, right? So we're not gonna even do all that talking. Let's just jump straight into it. So first thing I did was I started with the piano, right? And the piano I used was a you know what? I actually don't know what the hell piano. I know it's an Arturia piano, but I forgot what it's called per se. Piano V2. But the only thing I did was I really started out with I guess a G minor 9 or G sharp minor 9, and I went from the first to the fifth, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead and check out my series on where I break down different chords. But anyways, back to the point. So this is how that sounds, right? I didn't really do too much to it. I honestly didn't do too much to it. I just like the way it sounds. So what I did was I like to cut the lows inside the actual VST. So I cut the lows in the VST, and that was pretty much all I did. And it's really just going from the 1 to the 5 all the way down, right? So secondly, what I did was I added another VST, the stage 7.3V. It's basically a Rhodes piano to me, and that's basically like going half. It's going half on every time. So whenever the piano comes in, a few bars after that comes in. So let me show you what that sounds like. And it gives it like this wavy type feel to the point where, I don't know, man, it just gives it like this wavy feel. I didn't add anything to it. I didn't add like the piano. If we go back, I added the RC20, but obviously I don't have the RC20 anymore. It's on my old computer. But the piano isn't doing too much. In the Rhodes piano, we really didn't do too much, but added EQ to really tame the lows and the highs, and then I added another a flangular to it really does nothing realistically. Added some delays here and there, turned the dry to like 17%, turned the feedback to like 39%, and that's that sound you're getting right now. So it fills it out. It fills it out all the way, right? Cool. Right? The second thing I did was I found this sample that I got, right? I'm gonna play this sample for y'all real quick. Show you what it sounds like. Now that sample didn't sound like that. Let me take the EQ off. Let me take Valhalla off, and then let me go ahead and take halftime off, and I'm gonna show you what it sounds like now. So it sounds like some, I don't know, like Desperado type feel to it. But what I did was I added an EQ to really take out some of the highs and some of the lows, and I added some reverb. But to really give it that sauce and that detune type of feel, I added the halftime plugin. And really didn't too much. I honestly think this is just stock, to be quite honest with you. I really didn't change too much. I just kind of added it in there, but let me show you with all that. Let me show you what it sounds like. Hold on, I gotta add that halftime on real quick. It gives it dark, it makes it so dark. And that's what we're really going for. We're going for that vibe. So all that together, this is what it sounds like, right? That piano is just hitting with it. I also took another part of that guitar sample, and I'm gonna show you what that sounds like right now. I just kind of chopped it up to make it sound even, and I honestly didn't do too much to it. I did literally the same thing that I did to the other one. So let me show you what it sounds like. And I honestly didn't do anything but just add the same. I added the same plugins to the other one. So without the plugins, this is what it sounds like. it was too fast, and I wanted it to match up with what I was doing. So I wanted to add some sauce to it. So all together right now with the piano, the roll style pianos, and the 2 guitar samples, this is what we got. So that rolls come in, right? And then that guitar sample come in. Woo! So the next thing I really added was I added a bass, and like I honestly didn't do nothing to the bass. Like that's one thing. I try to keep all the sounds as natural as possible, so I can make sure like I'm really feeling the vibe. Like I don't like to add too much to the beats. I feel like when we add too much to the beats, sometimes like we just be over processing the beats, and realistically they're already fire, bro. You just gotta take your time with them. So let me show you guys what the bass sounds like. And mind you now, I honestly didn't do anything to the bass. Let me show you. It's just funky. So because the bass was so funky, it was already hitting. Let me show y'all what everything sounds like in context together. Yeah. I know y'all at home bobbing y'all head to this shit. You ain't like, yo, yeah, put some flame emojis in my comment section. This shit, yeah. So next thing I added some hi-hats. And like I really didn't do anything to the hi-hats. I got an EQ on it that obviously does nothing, but the hi-hats just add some more rhythm. But what really makes this beat is the last little piece that I added, which was a drum loop. Now, before y'all start jumping in my comment sections, oh, you're using drum loops. Listen, first of all, don't let nobody tell you how to make beats. That's how you lose creativity. You know what I'm saying? We got professionals using loops, and we got people making loops. So why wouldn't we use them? Don't let nobody tell you that you can't use no loops. They sound crazy. Let me show you what this drum loop sound like, because this shit was jiggy. Let me show you. Right? Hold on. Yeah, I know y'all at home rocking to this shit right now. Right? So with all that together, this is what we got. Yeah. And I'm talking about when I made it, I was like, yo, this shit hitting right now. And once again, like I said, when you listening to the beat, I didn't go crazy on there. I didn't do anything crazy. You know, like I just stuck with the basics. You know what I'm saying? I cut out some lows, I cut out some highs, I matched everything to make sure they sound all good together sonically. And like I think the beat came out really well, man. So look. And once again, if we go through it all, we got the chord progression, which is a 1-5 and G sharp minor to a D sharp minor, right? 1-5, 1-5. And it's literally going from 1 to the 5. And then I add that rose up in there to give it that fill it out. Right? And then we added the guitar sample. Right? The guitar sample gave us the vibe. And then we added that funky bass. Yeah. Give it some hi-hats. Like you don't even like, you're not gonna crazy hear the hi-hats. You're not supposed to go crazy, like, bro, but the drum loop, everything together, I'm talking about I can listen to this for hours, man. So, hold on, wait, this that part right here. Yeah, man, I I honestly called the beat. I called the beat funky just cause I couldn't stop. Like, I almost broke my neck listening to this. Pause. But yeah, man, that was pretty much all I did to the beat. I really didn't go crazy with the beat. I didn't go like, I didn't super process it. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't going crazy. My thought process was to make something dope and to make something like vibey. And like that's pretty much all I did. Now, before y'all go ahead and try to beat me up in the comment section for using loops, remember, creativity comes from everything, baby. We don't have to just stick to one way of creating, and don't let nobody tell you that. You heard me?